Mute is the latest big-budget Netflix original movie, directed by Duncan Jones, the man that brought us Moon, Source Code and the Warcraft movie. Here again, he's back to his sci-fi roots as he brings us a tale set 40 years in the future in Berlin. There seems to be some kind of conflicts going on, some kind of war. There is lots of AWOL soldiers in this tale in this time. And it is about a bartender, a mute bartender called Leo, who in an unfortunate accident when he was younger became mute and who has the love of his life kind of taken away from him. She just vanishes one night into the ether and he is trying to track her down without the ability to really articulate his frustrations. Then we have Cactus and Duck, two ex-wartime soldiers who are working dirty deeds for kind of the mob, and they are very much portrayed as sort of bad people. They may be involved with it, they may not be. There is the owner of the club who seems to be a kind of gangster as well, that's behind lots of things. Then you have lots of pimps and full of dodgy people. In other words, this girl could have vanished to any corner of these characters. Anybody could have done something to her. She may just have ran away. It's up to Leo to track down and figure out what happened. Mute came with a big fanfare. We were all waiting on Duncan Jones' next sci-fi movie. We all loved Moon, and there is a nice little throwback to that in this movie with Sam Bell. It's on a TV station, blink and you'll miss it kind of stuff, but it is there, a little throwback to Moon if you're into that. And the movie looks good. It looks futuristic, sci-fi, but kind of run down and dirty at the same time, almost very much like the original Blade Runner, only that had a little bit more clinical shots in it. This is a lot more grimy, dirty, run down areas. It has that futuristic high-tech feel, but a grimy underbelly side of it. We never really see the high-tech side of things where it's all clinical and super fancy. It's all kind of down and dirty and grimy. And it's a nice aesthetic for the movie to take into. Our lead character of Leo is one that's really hard to grasp onto. We're given an unfortunate accident that happens to him at the start of the movie that makes him mute, and that's kind of his defining characteristic. We don't really learn too much about Leo other than that, other than this tragedy. He loves this woman and he's wanting a life with her, we think. Because he can't articulate his problems, because he never speaks out in the movie, we're supposed to empathise with him because he is looking for his love and because of this accident that happened to him, but ultimately it becomes a bland character because he's not articulating, because he's not even narrating his way through a neo-noir as you would normally have somebody do. We don't get his inner feelings, we only get his frustration matched by his actions, and I don't think they're strong enough to really show a proper bond to this woman that has vanished. And the woman as well is only in the movie for the first 10-15 minutes, and we get a dubious side to this character. She seems to love Leo, but has secrets from him as well. So it's hard to grasp onto this woman. It's hard to feel that she may have just left him, or maybe something nefarious has happened to her because of this history that we don't know of. With Duck and Cactus, we get two characters who seem almost ripped out of MASH, taking over the Trapper and Hawkeye characters. In fact, Paul Rudd's moustache and whole demeanour, his look, is very much like Trapper from the MASH movie. And these guys are probably co-leads as well, but it's hard to really identify with them because of their moral choices. Paul Rudd is larger than life. He is funny, he's brash, he is quick-angered. And I was never too sure whether I was supposed to like this guy or whether I was supposed to be wary of him or what. Duck is very clearly, as the movie moves on, it's clear that he is a very disturbed and character to be wary of. Whereas you get Paul Rudd's Cactus character, who is quick to anger, but quick to apologise afterwards. We get Duck, who seems to be a more malicious person in the longer scheme of things. Mute was an interesting concept, but it has nothing of real originality to make it stand out of the crowd. The look is taken from Blade Runner. Two of the main characters are taken from MASH. Leo's character can be taken from a number of movies where a lead character is chasing after somebody he loved. There's nothing there to distinguish his character from any of those other movies. But the movie's not bad. It's not a bad movie. It looks good. The acting's fine. I particularly like Paul Rudd. I think he does an excellent job as the character of Cactus. But it's long. It moves along at a kind of sedate pace. It doesn't give you too many revelations. It does give you an answer to the mystery, but in an all-round kind of bleak fashion. I wanted I really wanted to love Mute. I was hoping it was going to be the movie we all wanted it to be, and it never quite landed for me. Still, it's not a bad movie. It's one I would suggest watching, as it's on Netflix and it's free for you. But for me, this movie was a 3 out of 5. Ultimately disappointing, and one that I may never go back to again, which is a real shame. I'd love to know your opinion on the movie Mute. It is on Netflix right now. You can check it out. I suggest you do. Let me know in the comment box what you thought of the movie, and I will see you next time on Man vs. Film.